Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Fantasy Q&A show. It's me, your man, MG Marcus Grant, joined by Michael F. Florio. And over there, it's the specialists, the cast of dozens. Give yourselves a round of applause. You can make some noise. It's fine. Hey! Cast of dozens that help us put on this show each and every day. Week 8 is already underway. We had the Ravens and the Buccaneers last night. We'll dive into that a little bit, but I don't even know where to go with this. I mean, week 8 is here. We are on the back half of the fantasy regular season. So, I mean, let's just dive into this, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know what your team is at this point, I
Right.
think. So make the moves if you got to, and I don't know.
Yeah, just don't quit. I guess that's the only thing we have to
Yes.
say. Even if your team is not going well, don't quit. Stick it out. Fight through it. And if nothing else, you can wreck somebody else's season and point and laugh at them once you get to the summer. All right. This is a show, of course, that's dedicated to answering the questions that you have. You can send them to us all week long on Twitter at NFL Fantasy. We'll answer as many as we can here. The rest of them we will send over to Aaron Tan because he doesn't eat asparagus. Again, this is the deal. You learn to eat some green veggies and you can stop answering questions.
Told me he's trying to eat one vegetable a week now because of us.
All right, well, that's good. That's
We're
good.
helping him make good life choices.
Peer pressure works sometimes, so hopefully this will help Aaron, get away from just like hot dogs and pizza and French fries, which are delicious, but sometimes you need green vegetables. Enough of that. You got Q's, we got A's, LFG. Let's start, though, with that Thursday night football game between the Ravens and the Buccaneers. Baltimore gets the win, 27-22. Lamar Jackson was your high scorer from the ball game, nearly 22 fantasy points there. Kenyon Drake, who'd get a lot of work because Gus Edwards was dealing with a knee issue. He had almost 17. Isaiah Likely, who stepped in a big spot after Mark Andrews went down, 19.7 fantasy points for the rookie tight end. On the Bucs side, Tom Brady, another sort of meh game. He salvaged it with a late touchdown, just over 17 points there. Leonard Fournette, 14.8, and Mike Evans, another huge day receiving. Didn't get a touchdown, but he still got you over 18 fantasy points. Let's talk about some of the guys maybe we saw on that board there. And the Pharaoh, is his rule coming to an end? It was just another sort of so-so night for Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to reevaluate how we value Tom Brady for fantasy purposes, because for basically my entire life, for most of you watching, we don't know a world where Tom Brady isn't one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and in fantasy football, but he is not one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and in fantasy football anymore. I mean, it took, like you said, Marcus, a garbage time touchdown and a whole garbage time drive of yards to get him to 17 fantasy points. He still has just one game all year with multiple passing touchdowns. And I wrote this week in the start sit about his struggles on the deep ball. And then that was so evident yesterday. Like, there was one that he underthrew Mike Evans, where in the last 2 years, we're talking about that being like a 70-yard touchdown pass or something like that. So the struggles on the deep ball, the struggles with the O-line, it's all leading to just a whole lot of not great stuff for Tom Brady and for fantasy right now.
And it's causing fantasy managers who have Brady to really make hard decisions every week. Do we start Brady? Is there somebody else either on your roster or on the waiver wire that is a better option? And you're right. We have not seen this at any point in the last 20 years. Father Time comes for us all, and it appears he is knocking on Tom Brady's door right now. Isaiah Likely was a guy that I'm sure no one started, because why would you on a team that has Mark Andrews? And Andrews questionable to play with a knee injury. He came in, he started the game, had a couple of catches early, then left with a shoulder injury, and then it was Likely that stepped in and had a really nice game for the Ravens. 6 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. This was a guy that, for folks in dynasty leagues or the people who were in deeper leagues, they were paying attention to Isaiah Likely because he was big for the Ravens all during the preseason. Mind you, if Mark Andrews is back and healthy, we're not going to see Likely get a lot of opportunity, but if there is something with this shoulder injury, if it's going to keep Mark Andrews out for an extended period of time, Florio, we might have another tight end option, which we need all the tight end options we can get. Isaiah Likely looks like a guy who can really step in and be productive. And certainly for the dynasty folks, this was very exciting to see last night.
Oh, yeah. And I think he already is going to become one of, if not the tight end to target on the waiver wire next week. Because if Mark Andrews is out, I mean, he can easily be the Ravens' top target.
We saw last night, Rashad Bateman was active, but really wasn't active within the context of the offense.
They're banged up.
They're really banged up right now. So we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on that. But Isaiah Likely might be a name you want to remember if Mark Andrews looks like he's going to miss some time. Let's get to some of your questions that you sent us on the Twitter machine at NFL Fantasy. This one from Carter Jones, who wants to know, Michael Pittman Jr. or DeAndre Swift? What say you?
I think this became a lot easier once the Colts changed their quarterback as well. With it being an unknown at quarterback, we don't know how much they're going to throw or how much he'll target Pittman. I think you go with the very explosive DeAndre Swift.
I like Swift as well on this one because we know he's going to get plenty of carries. We also know he's going to get some work in the passing game. And right now, the word is he is trending toward playing. You see that. He's missed the last 3 games with ankle and shoulder injuries, but it looks like he is on the upswing. Side note as well, I'm on Ross St. Brown. Looks like he is on track to play as well. But just there's a lot more knowns with Swift versus the unknowns with the Colts offense and Sam Ehlinger. Next question, this one coming from T-Baby, asking, should I start Christian Kirk, Terry McLaurin, or T. Higgins? This one felt pretty easy to me.
It's in your name right there. You're going with T. Higgins because Christian Kirk, I know he's not going to see as much Patrick Surtain as some. I don't think he will because he plays in the slot a lot, but still the Broncos have been very good. Terry McLaurin's playing with a backup quarterback. T. Higgins just lost Jamar Chase too, so there's going to be a ton of volume, a ton of downfield targets to him. And T's already a wide receiver 1 in his own right. Now you're taking away a fellow wide receiver 1. It's just a ton of volume.
There's so much volume for T. Higgins. Yeah, this is an easy call for me as well. The Bengals are looking more explosive too the last couple of weeks. And all things being equal, you take the quarterbacks. I will trust Joe Burrow over Trevor Lawrence and over Taylor Heineke. So it's very much T. Higgins here. Next one from Zach. Do I play Eno Benjamin with James Conner coming back?
No, I don't think so. Even if there's a split here, we know that James Conner's not fully going away. Like what might have happened with Eno Benjamin playing well last week is that he has a larger role, meaning that it hurts James Conner, but it's not going to be the fact that, like, oh, Eno's the new starter, James Conner is just his handcuff. Like, that's not happening.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not even super excited about starting James Conner. I don't really love the matchup this week for the Cardinals against the Vikings. Their run defense isn't bad, so I'm worried about Conner, and if he's going to be splitting opportunities with Eno Benjamin, then I definitely don't want any part of that one there. One more before the break. This one from Donnie. I have Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, and A.J. Brown in a PPR league. No question. Just wanted you to comment on how nice that is. Thanks. All right. I mean, I can't be mad at that.
You have the wide receiver 1 and 2. They are the top 2 scoring wide receivers, Kupp and Diggs, and they've both already had their bye.
So I'm guessing he went Kupp in the first round, Diggs in the second, Brown in what, like the 4th maybe? Something like that?
I'd be curious to see who's on the rest of his team, but it might not even matter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're flexing like that at wide receiver, you're doing all right, Donnie. So shout out to you. Hopefully you are winning your league. We will have some actual other questions from people who want to know things about their lineup. That's coming up after the break. We'll also be talking some sleepers and plenty more. Stick around for the rest of the Fantasy Q&A. It's time for Game Changers, presented by Visa. Anyone can change the game. This is where we talk sleepers for Week 8. So who's somebody that people should not sleep on?
Irv Smith Jr., especially because he's a tight end, and we always need streamable tight ends, and that's exactly what he is. Look, Irv Smith Jr. sees anywhere between like 4 to 6 targets per game most weeks, but the real reason you want to get him is because of the matchup. The Cardinals have allowed the second most fantasy points, the most catches, second most yards, and most touchdowns to tight ends. Last week, they just allowed Juwan Johnson to score 2 touchdowns, go for over 20 fantasy points. It's just picking on a team that, for the last couple of years now, have really struggled against the tight end position. And Irv Smith he's a better tight end than I think he gets credit for.
I think he's a better tight end. I know that was the reason a lot of people, myself included, liked him as a sleeper. And it hasn't been great, but this does feel like an opportunity to get him in the lineup. I'm going to go with DJ Moore because it's nice to see him back in our lives. Just about the time you thought you were ready to give up on DJ Moore, PJ Walker comes in and resurrects him last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is an offense that lost a couple of big-time pass catchers in Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson, so now it is sort of DJ Moore. As I mentioned, the offense looked a lot better last week under P.J. Walker. He's going to get the start again, and the matchup against the Falcons is a very good one. So it's not going to be what you wanted it to be when you drafted DJ Moore, but I think it's going to get a lot better than it has been so far. So I'm definitely on board with starting him this week. Let's get back to some more of your questions at NFL Fantasy. This first one coming from Fernando Oliva, who wants to know, is Justin Fields worth picking up considering I have Mahomes on bye this week and Wilson questionable to play, that being Russell Wilson? So is it worth going to get Justin Fields?
Yes, 100%. In fact, I would probably play Justin Fields over Russell Wilson straight up. I don't love the matchup for Fields at all. That's why, I think I said earlier this week, he's someone that I would definitely be picking up. I don't love the idea of getting him in my starting lineup this week just because the Cowboys defense has been playing extremely well. They've been getting after the quarterback well, but I loved what we saw to Justin Fields on Monday night. They revamped the offense to fit his style. They had more design runs than I've ever seen before for the Bears. They were letting him roll out and throw on the run, and that's when he's at his best. He's not a pocket passer. He's a quarterback who does best when he's on the move. So I think there's really a lot of potential if they let him continue to play like that.
Building an offense around your quarterback's strengths. Weird.
Smart.
Who would imagine that would work out? Yeah, I do love the fact that they have a lot of design runs, plus he's going to scramble. And look, here's the thing. He's going to get sacked a lot. That doesn't take any points off your fantasy score if he gets sacked. I mean, I'm sure it sucks for him.
It hurts Adam Rank and the Bears fans, but it doesn't affect our fantasy
Doesn't affect
score.
our fantasy team at all. This one from Sin City Gooner says, Herbert on a bye, Geno Smith or grab Daniel Jones? This one is kind of a tough one.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the show that these are two quarterbacks that we can both be talked into going either way. I would go Daniel Jones of the two, but again, it's super close. I just love that Jones has been running a lot. He has 37 or more rushing yards in 3 of his last 4 games. 3 rushing touchdowns in the last month. Just last week, we saw him go for 100 yards and a touchdown. And I know the Seahawks defense has been playing better on the year. They're the better matchup of the two. But again, this is as close as it gets, I would say.
It really is. I mean, I'm going to say Geno Smith because while Daniel Jones does have the rushing upside, I think Smith has better passing numbers and better passing potential. I do worry a little bit because DK Metcalf's not going to be there, but Marquise Goodwin stepped in, played very, very well. So maybe this forces Geno to spread the ball around a little bit more. But really, this is a flip of the coin for us this week. So maybe it's Daniel Jones if you want the rushing upside. Maybe it's Geno Smith if you want maybe a little bit more of a stable floor. Who knows? Over to this question from Chris Cruz, QB bye-week stream. Marcus Mariota, Jimmy Garoppolo, or Andy Dalton. Which of those 3 do you like most?
I know Andy Dalton's coming off of a huge game, but I don't want to trust him. Jimmy G always looks appealing, but the matchup against the Rams is a tough one. So I'll go with the rushing ability there of Marcus Mariota, who you guys all know I hate because of what he does to Kyle Pitts and Drake London. But as an individual fantasy asset, the running goes a long way.
It is a reminder of how much that rushing ability plays into fantasy success. And I thought you pointed it out very well. I don't remember who you were talking. Maybe you were talking about Daniel Jones. But basically, if you can run for 30 yards, that's the equivalent of throwing it for 75 yards. Yeah. So you get that out of Marcus Mariota. If you can get 50 rushing yards from him, you don't have to rely on his arm as much, which is good because Arthur Smith is not relying on his arm either. So I'm going to second that and say Marcus Mariota. We are not done here. We still have a Monday Night Football preview. Plus, we're going to take a trip around the World Wide Web and more of your questions coming up on the NFL Fantasy Q&A. Taking a peek ahead to Monday Night Football, we got the Bengals and the Browns. I just love that we have some teams wearing orange on Halloween. It just feels a little bit too perfect. Should be an interesting one, a battle of rivals in the AFC North. And who do you have your eye on, say, on the Browns side in this one?
Kareem Hunt. And honestly, it's not a whole lot about the game. It's about what might happen after the game. There's a lot of rumors about Kareem Hunt potentially being traded after this Monday night game. And we know Kareem Hunt has a ton of talent. He's just in a backfield with one of the best running backs in the world right now. So, Kareem Hunt has been linked to the Bills. He's been linked to the Rams. So if the Browns end up losing this game, maybe they think about trading their running back who's a free agent at the end of the year. And if that is the case, Kareem Hunt could get a huge boost in fantasy value. So he's someone I would try to get on my roster this weekend before Monday night.
This does feel like a chance to try to acquire a player who very well could be in a much better situation for him in the very near future. I'm looking at Amari Cooper, and this very much has to do with what's going to happen on the football field, just because he has been such a target magnet so far this season. And look, I've had to admit, I've had to sort of readjust my feelings about Cooper. I avoided him. I didn't know what to expect, but really, it has been narrowly funneled. Most of the passing work has gone through he and David Njoku. Njoku It looks like he's going to be out, so I think that just means more opportunity for Amari Cooper. Even if the matchup on paper isn't good, I think the volume is potentially there for Cooper to have a decent game this week. Let's go over to the Bengals side. Who are you paying attention to in this one?
I originally had Jamar Chase selected as a tear streams down my cheek right now. So I'll pivot to the player that I think is going to get a lot of volume in his absence, and Tyler Boyd. Like, T. Higgins is rostered everywhere already. He started everywhere already. Tyler Boyd had a big game last week. Was a popular waiver wire target. Kudos to whoever got him, because you might have a potential league winner the next 6 weeks on your hand. We know Tyler Boyd is a really good receiver, but the way that he gets used because of the other two alphas on that team doesn't always make him the best fantasy asset. But now he's going to get a ton of volume opposite of T. Higgins. I think that this is a guy that you start every week until Jamar Chase returns.
There are a lot of teams around the league where Tyler Boyd would be their number one wide receiver. In Cincinnati, he's their third option in the passing game. I like Joe Mixon this week. I've been saying it all week long. I know he hasn't been what you wanted him to be when you probably spent a late first round or early second round pick on him, and he's barely been an RB1 most of the season. But you see that 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games. That is encouraging. What else is encouraging is that the Browns' run defense has been pretty awful all year long. So this feels like an opportunity for Mixon to get going in the run game. It would be nice if they used him in the passing game a little bit more. That seems to fall to Samaje Perine. But whatever, I will take whatever production I can get, and I think it's going to be pretty good for Joe Mixon this week. Let's get to some rapid-fire questions that you sent us on Twitter.com. This first one coming from Finn Collins asking, should I start Raheem Mostert or Aaron Jones this week?
Am I crazy to say Raheem Mostert there?
You're not. You're not.
I lean Raheem Mostert just because the matchup against the Lions is so much better than Aaron Jones' matchup against the Bills. But even so, like, Mostert has been getting a bunch of volume as of snaps, carries, targets, and just that kind of volume in that matchup, I think, leads to a really big day. I'm gonna give it one last shot with Aaron Jones. I know the Packers are major underdogs in this one, but I do think that he's gonna get a lot of work and a lot of targets, and I think the targets maybe win the day. But I think it's splitting hairs between the two of them this week. Colin Robinson wants to know, stick with Cortland Sutton or start Zay Jones instead? I'm going to Broncos-Jags too, so I can be disappointed by my choices live. Well, ooh, that hurts. Have fun over across the pond.
Yeah, like, man.
That should be a good time. I think of those receivers that play Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
He's just got the more big playability. Zay Jones might see a lot of Patrick Surtain because he lines up on the outside. Yeah, Cortland Sutton.
I would go with Cortland Sutton, which actually is a good chance to remind you that game kicks off at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, so you may want to set your lineups on Saturday night unless you really want to get up early.
Do it
Sunday morning.
Saturday, like, afternoon, because you know there's going to be a lot of Halloween parties.
Ooh,
and
good
people
call.
going out and stuff. You want to make sure that
you want to do it when you're still, of
you're
sound,
probably
of
sleeping
sound mind when you're setting your lineups. Last one here, this one from Joey Gross asking, who do I start at flex? Amari Cooper, A.J. Brown, or Michael Carter?
Michael Carter for me is the easy one to cut out. I like Amari Cooper like you, but I think in the matchup this week, I would play A.J. Brown there.
I play A.J. Brown. I had him as my stack of the week on Fantasy Live on Thursday. Said he and Jalen Hurts are going to go off. So for me, that makes this A.J. Brown. But those are 3 really good options for you to start this week there, Joey. As we wrap up the show, it is time to take a trip around the World Wide Web. And we got a kid who's doing costumeception. He's dressed as Joe Burrow, dressed as Jamar Chase. I love it. The hair, the earbuds, the whole thing. It looks good.
He's a dude playing another dude.
He's the dude who dresses the dude playing the other. Yeah, exactly. It's very Tropic
I like
Thunder.
it though. That's awesome.
It is awesome. I know you have your Halloween costume like all set and everything. Do you want to unveil it or do you want it to be a surprise?
I'll unveil it because I don't know if we're wearing it on Fantasy Live or not. But I'm being Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, and I'm pretty excited about it.
So does that mean you have to drink like a whole lot of seltzer so you just randomly belch in the middle of your sentences?
I mean, I'm going to a party, so I'll definitely have a couple of beers. But I will not drink as much as Rick can drink because
no one can drink as much. Well, one because he's animated, and two because if you would probably die. So that's that.
What are you being?
You know what? I would say because we may not dress up for Fantasy Live, I have planned out a Cobra Kyler Murray costume.
Oh, I hope we dress up for Fantasy Live.
I was going to be Cobra Kyler Murray. That's what we're going to do. And look, if you don't have a costume, you can have that one for free. And you can thank me later about it. We thank you, though, for hanging out and watching us. Before we get out of here, I have to remind you that if you want all this fantasy goodness in your podcast feed, just subscribe to any of our shows, whether it is the Q&A show, the Stardom Sit 'em show, or the NFL Fantasy Football show. You subscribe to one, you get all 5 in your podcast feed all week long. In the meantime, that'll do it for this edition of the Fantasy Q&A show. For the specialists, for Mike, I am Marcus. Enjoy week 8, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.